sim racing. It is the Dualshock Racing Association. The Daytona 500 is here for the Dualshock Racing Association coverage exclusively here on Prodigy Racing Network. Welcome to Daytona. I mean, there's not really much else to say. Welcome to Daytona for today's running of the DSRA Daytona 500. Now, when I say that this is the world's biggest shit show, it might be an exaggeration, it might not. You'll just have to stick around to find out. Here on Prodigy Racing Network, I am Nicholas Koskinen, your head commentator here for today's action. We're about to go get trackside for the start here in just a minute. Let's take a look at your starting lineup, presented by absolutely nobody. Well, you got Kalen Bevan is starting on pole alongside Ethan Mingalelli. Phil Parker starting in third, and Soup Ricer in fourth. Jeb Rabi will be starting in fifth place alongside the 18 car of Nico Servidito, alongside the number 7 of Cam Smith. After that, you got the 82 of Devani Rodriguez. He'll be starting alongside Payson Avery, with the number 38 of Zane Mensa and George Oriarte starting in 11th. After that, you got Delgado, Childress, and that's pretty much about it. We're about ready to start here for the Daytona 500. Green flags in the air here in Daytona. And got no sound, so excuse me. Pretty slow start to the race here as they head into turn 1. That is the 45 of Bevan on that bottom side, being trailed by the number 29 car that is belonging to Jeb Rabi. They are all over the back. It's like watching an ARCA race here. Taking a look at that Metallica Chevrolet or Ford driven by Jeb Bevy. And the number 33 got Mingaletti. Oh, they're loose on the bottom here. That was the hot pink car there. That is Zane Mensa in that number 38 Camry. And they have somehow survived lap number 1. It is looking like an ARCA race here with how single file most of these guys are, but it's going to be a shit show nonetheless. Coming into turn 2, it's almost 3 wide toward the middle. Whoa, trouble, it's the number 05, Payson Avery's around, and it's the big one here at Daytona 1, it's up and over. Oh, that is Cam Smith. Saw him take a hard hit in practice earlier today. Caution is out for the first time today. And I kind of want to see what caused that. If we can take a look at Payson Avery's car there, it does look like damage is set to moderate in this lobby, so we might see, or we might not see very much damage at all to these guys. But let's take a look at the replay here. Yeah, Avery's just down there. I think that was just a case of Avery just moving a little bit too late down low. He just takes about half the field with him here. Multiple cars involved here. I'm not even going to attempt to list the cars involved. We're going to go on board with Payson Avery here. And it's just a wreck that never stops. We're going to go on board with the 7 car here. See, she's just right there behind in that Lowe's for Pros Chevrolet. And a hell of a ride there for that number 7 vehicle. In the skinless car, you got Rodriguez. It's going to take me a while to get everybody's names. Devani Rodriguez driving in that paint schemeless car. Looks like we might have a taker coming on to pit road. About half the field might come in for probably, I would assume, repairs. There is Smith. No, he's going to fake out there. Something you won't see in our offline leagues. Winty Wolf there with Carl Childress. George Oriarte coming into his stall now, too, along with the 22 of Delgado to third. And it's a bit of a log. Oh, the 54. Oh, he's not going to be happy about that. I'm not in the TeamSpeak channel, but I don't know what's going through Phil Parker's mind after that. Payson Avery leaving his stall. He might be second out here unless Oriarte beats him out. Even then, the 33 looks like he's going a little bit quick here on pit road. So Oriarte does get out of pit road first there. Or not first, but gets out of there second. And looks like Rodriguez is warming up his tires here. This is our first time bringing an NR 2003 online league to you here on Prodigy Racing Network. Feedback is appreciated for those who are watching in real time and, of course, those who are going to be watching the stream archive later on. That number 38 car kind of reminds me of like a mixture between Kevin LePage and Casey Kane in a lot of ways. He shares the same number as Casey Kane did in the NASCAR Nationwide Series, but he also kind of looks like Kevin LePage's Busch Series car. Pace light's still on the pace car here. Unlike our offline series, we unfortunately cannot skip to the green flag, so we're just going to be sitting here. And I would ask that you guys do not fight about row racing and NR 2003 in the chat. Everybody has their preferences. And the 45 is just lining up next to the pace car. I don't know what in God's name he's doing. That is, sorry. That is, Kalen Bevan being an absolute retard. Lights are off the pace car. We will be going green next time by. You are watching the Dualshock Racing Association on Prodigy Racing Network. And the the Flow Racing ticker is up there because this is the kind of crap you'd see at a local short track. These exact, well, not really these exact cars. Like, well, I guess it kind of looks like a late model, but it's whatever. Try and race on the Daytona backstretch, you won't. So I think it's still single file restarts here in NR Online. I wouldn't know because I've only participated in one online race and there's not been any cautions in that race. So it was Nashville. I finished that race 4 laps down. It was curd truck. It was great. I hated every second of it. It's fun when you're in the lead. It's not so fun when you're 4 laps down. Number 45 car trying desperately to mimic Kyle Petty's paint scheme is currently in the lead. That is your pole sitter, Bevan, currently in the lead. The 38 dropping below the apron. He's in the grass. I don't know what in God's name he's doing. Pace car will be making that hard left turn into pit road here very shortly here. Your Pontiac pace car. You know, Pontiac is no longer a thing. Heading into the Geico restart zone. Green flag back of the air here in Daytona. Bevan will be leading us to the green flag here. And below, we got one in the grass here, 2 below the double yellow line. The 38 car, they're still giving chase. There we go, the 38. Oh, man, that was dangerous. That was Rodriguez that dove to the bottom there trying to make something stick. Thankfully, he didn't take out the entire field. Oh, contact! The 38 car set into the rip-off Kevin LePage car set into the grass. And the rip-off Kyle Busch car gets his way into 5th place here. He's being pushed by another rip-off Kyle Busch car in the 54. Oh, contact! They are all over each other's quarter panel. There's a little bit of a dicey race back here in the mid-pack. These are all of the mid-racing Chevrolets. That is George Oriarte, Carl Childress, and Winty Wolf. All in the middle here. Oh, somebody gets set up the racetrack. That's a 29 of Rabi. Or Rabi. I don't know how that's pronounced. 2 cars below the double yellow line here. Those mid-racing cars really truly are mid, as they are currently sitting in the back here. Bevan still your leader. Mensa looking to make a move on that top side. Oh man, I thought there was trouble. I think there is. Oh, trouble! Mensa's around and he collects a massive part of the pack. He's flipped, or he's up in the air a little bit here. Hard shunt to the back as he hits the back of the wall. Caution is out. Well, it lasted all but 3 seconds before the next caution came out. Mensa collects an entire pack here. The 69 is in it. The 54. Payson Avery in his second accident of the day. Phil Parker involved. And a massive log jam here to bring out our second caution. I just want to see. That 38 car looked a little bit unstable when they went through the trial. I knew there was going to be a wreck. That is Zane Mensa right here. And, oh, looks like he just lost the... Oh, what a hit. Looks like he just lost the car coming into the trial. I don't think it was really any contact unless it was a hitbox or something. 38 car... Oh, the 69 just goes sliding through the grass. That is Soup Ricer. And he tries to take out Smith in that Lowe's Pro Chevrolet. And the second big one in a row, and that is ARCA brakes by the 69. As he almost takes out the 7 here. I think that was him. Let's take a look at it again from another angle here. Yeah, oh, I think now that I think about it, the 38 probably didn't just get loose. I think he just got off the 45. I think that's what started it there. Right there you see Phil Parker. 69 slides right through the grass there. The 18 caught up in his second wreck of the day. Don't know who that is. That is Servideo. Everybody's pitting here. And if you're going to pit, now's the time to do it. Get some fresh tires. And Bevan is out of pit road first here. He's the first off pit road. After that's the 18 of Servideo. Or Servideo, sorry. And a race off pit road, and the Kyle Busch car wins that one. Followed by the 7 and, of course, the Dodge Challenger right here. I think that's the 69. I think that is... Yep, Soup Ricer. That is Childress that also came off pit road. Payson Avery, Oriarte off. Phil Parker is off. There is Mingalelli. Delgado the third is off as well, and that is Rodriguez. You know what? I probably should have just gotten the. I probably should have just pulled up the roster on my smartphone. Probably would have saved me from doing the whole spacebar thing, but, you know, I'm too stupid to do that. We got one of the mid-racing cars that will be starting second on this next restart. That is Winty Wolf in the number 3 Mobile One Chevrolet. You know, the league owner told me to try... he challenged me. He thought I wasn't going to be able to identify these mid-racing cars. It's really easy. I mean, their numbers, they kind of blend in with the scheme a little bit, but it's still kind of easy to tell who's who. We got a little bit of contact back there as they try to round each other up here. Mingalelli getting a little bit impatient. Oh, and he's out. Mingalelli has retired. So, that's great. Or sorry, that wasn't Mingalelli, my bad. That was 38 car. Mensa, that's who retired. So Zane Mensa is out of this race. So where did Mingalelli go? Is he on pit road or is he dead? What the hell was the 8 car doing? So everybody's trying to line themselves back up here. They better hurry because we are going green next time by. There's Rodriguez out of pit road now. He made a little bit of a late pit stop there. That's the number 82 Chevy coming out of the pits right now. You know, for an online league, these are pretty half-decent schemes here. It's too bad that scoring pylon up there isn't dynamic. That's what sucks the most. So your top 3, as it stands, it's going to be Rabbi, Wolf, and Bevan starting out in the top 5, followed by the 18 of Servideo and the 7 of Smith. That will be your top 5 as they get ready to restart for the second time today. 30 laps to go when we restart. And it has been a chaotic race, to say the very least, here at Daytona International Speedway. Should set the tone for the next 15 or so races, however many is left in the schedule. Pace car makes the hard left turn into pit road. And green flag back there for your Friday night showcase here for the DSRA. And this is literally an ARCA race at this point. They're so slow. They're single file here as they try and get into each other's draft here, trying to open up that second lane. 24 Oriarte is trying to get something going on the top side, but nobody's there. He's got no help on that top side. They haven't killed each other yet here on the back straightaway, but we know that next lap by, they will... Oh, contact! Avery cannot stay out of trouble as he has just ricocheted off the right door of the 7 of Smith. We'll be heading to 29 laps to go when they cross line. Winty Wolf to the back bumper. He's trying to make something happen here. It'll be side by side by the time they get to turn 1 here. That Dodge Charger, the number 45, your pole sitter, Bevan, trying to make his way inside, move, forces the 18 to the bottom, 3 wide for third. The 45, 18, and 7 made it 3 wide going through the turn. Now I'm kind of wondering if they aren't going to try something ballsy and go 4 wide on the corner here. They're already 3 wide again on the back straightaway. The 22 car starting to make his way into the mix. That's Delgado. That 29 car still holding on to lead. Bevan trying to make his way back into that lead spot. It's chaos behind them here. That top 3 is starting to pull away from the main pack here. The 18 is the only one that's up there for that second pack here. And it looks like even that pack's starting to drive away now. They're starting to mesh into that lead pack there. As everybody's trying to kill each other here in the mid pack. Number 69 car in 10th place here. 15 starters for today's race. Only 14 cars remain. Here comes Winty Wolf. He's being pushed up to the top side here. That's going to make Bevan go to the bottom here, trying to take away second place. He's cleared the 3 car. And Winty Wolf has absolutely no help on that top side. That's unfortunate with Daytona. If there's a single lane going, you might try and move to the top side to get something going, but unfortunately, if nobody's willing to move up to the top and push you, you're pretty much screwed. Side by side between the 29 and the 45. That is the 33. Pretty slow on the track here. Oh no, here he comes. Almost 3 wide for second. Phil is going to make it 3 wide here. That is Phil Parker in the middle there in the 54 car. Oh, trouble! Phil Parker's around! Takes out the 29 car! Caution is out for the 3rd time, and oh, still wrecking! The 7 car. Oh, man, it's another massive pile up here. Not as big as the first one. We got 3 cars around. Carl Childress trying to avoid the wreck here. And the 3rd caution of the day has come out for a 3-car incident. And they will race back to the line. I think it's going to be the 45 car. That's going to have the lead here. He'll be followed by the 18 of Servideo and the 22 that belongs to Delgado. That's Snap-on Dodge. Not Melling Dodge, sorry. Has been trying to avoid trouble all night. 38 car still the only one that is retired so far. And the 29 car all torn up. He's visibly smoking there. I'm kind of wondering if he isn't going to be forced to retire from this race. Usually when an NR car is smoking, it's indicative of a motor being damaged. Yeah, he might be forced to retire here. Well, while we're here, we might as well take a look at the replay to determine what in God's name happened. As Phil Parker tried to take it 3 wide on that last corner. Oh, I see what happened. He got turned by the 29. Looks like he just got... I think it was just a racing incident, honestly. 29 car was right there on the bottom. The 18 was in a sandwich here. It was 3 wide. 18 pushed him to the bottom. I don't think he was able to. I don't think he knew the 29 was there. Just came back up and another hard hit. The 7, I think, just got caught up in. Oh my God. And that took out the 29. A really competitive car today. And he has, in fact, retired from this race. He has a piston issue, according to the game. So 13 cars remain here in the Daytona 500. Man, and that is the wreck that... It's such a crying shame because he was so competitive, especially on that last restart. But unfortunately, he gets taken out as Phil Parker was just trying to gain a couple spots there. And I'm sure he's going to have a couple things to say to that 54 car when this race concludes. If he isn't already hurling obscenities in the chat here. Yep, he is. Oh my goodness. They can't fix it, thanks a goddamn lot. That's all he has to say. That's what he has to say. He is beyond upset. And to be honest, I don't really think I can blame him. This isn't like iRacing where you have resets. And even then, that's still up to the league owner's discretion. So he can't reset his car, and he's pretty much he's DNF'd here. So let's see. Rodriguez will be leading us to the green here, followed by Fishman here. Supericer, sorry. I don't know why I thought his name was Fish, right? I don't know. And then in third place, you got Smith. TJ Smith. You got Cam Smith and you got TJ Smith. Mingalelli Mensa is out here, as you can see. Kalen Bevan is the only car here that I really expect to do anything solid here. He's been up front most of the day, and before that caution, yeah, he was back in third, but he's been leading most of the race today. I really wouldn't be surprised if Bevan's the one that wins this race, but anyone can win at Daytona. There's a couple of the mid-racing cars there. That is that is Oriarte, followed by Winty Wolf. Carl Childress is on the bottom. I don't know what the hell he's doing. Unless he's just coming out of pit road. We're on board with George Oriarte. I'm trying to break that habit. I'm sorry, George. I'm just so freaking. I know you're Mexican. I'm used to saying Jorge. I'm sorry. So I don't know what Childress is doing. I don't know if the server might penalize him for being under the yellow line, or if that is even a thing with these online lobbies. Or maybe he's pitting. Who knows? Maybe he has a problem. No, he's just being a retard. Rodriguez leading us to the line, followed by Supericer and the 8 of Smith, TJ Smith, bringing us to the line. Green flag back in the air for our third restart. Somebody's coming out of the pit road. It's the Italian stallion right there in the 33. And we got cars glitching in and out because this is an online lobby and internet is stupid from 2003. These servers were not, let's just say it wasn't the greatest back in 20 years ago. They are all single file. This is, like I've said this multiple times, this is an ARCA race at Talladega or something. And here comes the mid-racing cars working together. That's Oriarte, followed by Wolf and Childress. They are all working together on that middle side here. I can see one of them moving up to meet Phil Parker. Supericer in second. Oh, contact! TJ Smith ran into the back of him. Something tells me the next caution's coming up here in literally 5 seconds. That 8 car is going to wreck him coming off the corner. Just watch. Rodriguez is in serious jeopardy of losing the lead here. Did that say charged on it? That 69 deadass said charged. Okay. Side by side for second and third rows here. 20 laps to go. We are officially halfway. Rodriguez will lead us to halfway here in the Daytona 500. That 69 car still hanging tough on the bottom. That top 3. Now we're starting to see an actual super speedway race here, because we are seeing multiple lines open up here. We're starting to see that top side form. It's mainly mid-racing cars that are utilizing the top side, but otherwise side by side between Parker and Bevan. Heading to 19 to go when they cross the stripe, and so far I believe this has been our longest green flag run of the day. There's Mingalelli not having a very good day today. Also not having a good day is Pace and Avery, who's been caught up in a couple of accidents, and Servideo is also not doing very good. And this is how Daytona racing should be. That number 8 car, you got TJ Smith trying to draft off of Soup Ricer. And here comes Bevan to the bottom. He's going to take it away from Rodriguez. He is losing a ton on that top side. 3 wide for second place, and now they'll move back to 2 wide. Side by side for third, now fourth. Now on the bottom there, starting to form a big line. There's only 3 cars on the top side. Now being pushed back to the lead. It's the 45. My pick to win the race. It's Bevan back in first place here. This is his first laps led since that first third of the race, since that first quarter of the race. But he's being pushed by the wreck magnet himself, Phil Parker. He's being pushed down the back straightaway. And Mingalelli, a lap car, he'll have to move out of the way, I would assume. Because unlike NR 2003 single player, the lap traffic should have a brain. Nope, he's going to move and cut inside the mid-racing cars. The Italian Stallion not doing himself any favors on that bottom side. Bevan still out in front, followed by Parker and TJ Smith in his rip-off Kyle Busch Chevrolet. Or actually, that's not a Chevy. That is a Chevy. Okay, never mind. It's hard to tell with these Gen 4 cars. Oh, we got a passing opportunity. Bill Parker on the top side, entering turn 3. He might actually have help from Rodriguez on that top side, but I don't know. Maybe I think that inside lane's a little too strong. This is proper Daytona racing now that some of the trash has been eliminated. No offense to any of the drivers that are DNF'd and any of the drivers that are rendered uncompetitive at the moment. And it's a shame to see that 7 car uncompetitive. And Payson Avery, too. Although he is up there with the 18, so I guess it's not all bad. He is still racing for position. Oh, I thought somebody was pitting. I'm sorry. Still paying attention to that lead pack. The 45 of Bevan is still your leader, but he's got a lot of happening behind him on that low side. The only one utilizing the top right now is Delgado. Right now, he's got no help on that top side. He's going to need a push here. One of those mid-racing cars will have to move to the top side here and give him a push. We got a lap car coming up. It is Smith. Oh, this is going to be an issue. Oh, my goodness. They went 3 wide with the lap car there. And somehow they have survived it. Knock on wood. They still have a couple more cars to get by. And they have survived the lap car. They also, look at that. That is still Mingalelli. Sorry, that is Mingalelli. Still holding up the second place spot here. That 33 is going to need. He's trying to unlap himself. I understand that, but he's 2 laps down. He needs to get out of the way. He is holding up that second place car. That's Rodriguez. And here comes Phil Parker taking advantage of the lap car. Kind of using that 33 as a pick. Unfortunately, it's not able to get a run moving on the top side. We're back single file. We are coming into the tail end of the race. This is where people are going to start making those moves to get into the front part of the pack here. Oh, the 82 cuts across the 8. TJ Smith probably needs a change of underwear after that. Rodriguez moving to the top side, now moving back bottom. He was there trying to make a block on the 54. 45 still in the lead of this race. Looking to win the Daytona 500 to start off Season 5. The order has changed a small bit. And the 29 has retired from the race. We did mention that earlier. Him and the 38 are out of this race. 38 retired after an accident. Didn't really look like he had any terminal damage to his car. Guess maybe he just rage quit or got frustrated. I don't know. I wouldn't know. I'm not in the team speak right now for obvious reasons. Here comes Rodriguez on the top side. The 82 car trying to make a move. Trying to get rid of that lap car. He is leeching the draft off that 45 car. And here comes Rodriguez on the top side. He's got a massive run to the top side. Rodriguez in the lead. He hasn't cleared the 45 yet. Massive shove coming in from the 8 car. Still, the 45 still there. He's still on the top side. Or sorry, he's still on the bottom side. And the 82 has cleared the 45. He'll move to the bottom now, and that will leave the 8 car open space here. 8 car slides into second place on the bottom side. The 54 is still there. Right there on the bottom side is the 45. Still trying to keep his position here. He's still holding third place. It's Chevy, Dodge here in your top 3. And Rodriguez, for the first time in a couple of laps, will be leading the race once again. He lost that lead after leading about 3 or 4 laps on the restart. 8 car trying to get something going on the bottom here, but the 82 still there. The 45 in third place. Seeing some of those mid-racing Mobil 1 cars up there. Man, it is... Oh, man, the 8 had his nose right there. And we got the league owner in the chat saying they might be short on fuel, so that is going to play a massive factor. I don't think they're going to make it to the end. They're going to have to pit at least one more time. This is going to be interesting, to say the very least. That 82 car is still your leader here with 10 laps to go in the Daytona 5. Here comes the 8 car making a move now. A couple of those mid-racing cars back there battling for position. 54 car is back there trying to get his way into third place, but that lap car is holding up. Mingalelli just is not moving out of the way here. The 54 kind of being forced below the yellow line here. He's going to try and pass the 33 here. Will he cause a wreck? Trouble, the 33! Up into the wall! No caution. No caution yet. 69 into the wall. The 88 below the yellow line. Is he going to pit? Nope, he's not going to pit. He's just being an idiot. The wind rattling our studios here. I didn't know I was in the Las Vegas Xfinity Series race, but okay. So we got a little bit of a mini pack forming up here with the 7, 18, and 05. Hopefully they don't bring out the 4th caution of the day. This is hands down the longest green flag run that we've had today. Still no caution, despite the fact that the Italian Stallion got into the wall there, coming off of 3. Now the question is, they're still going 185, so they're not going to pit this time, but we are expecting pit stops here. They might be a little bit short on fuel. This will be a fuel mileage race at Daytona. Side by side, some of these guys that are short on fuel, they are hoping for a caution to come out, but they don't want to be the caution. 8 laps to go here in Daytona. Go on board with Winty Wolf. Now, you heard Winty, I don't know if you heard it, but Winty Wolf let off the gas there. Kind of tricked me into thinking he was going to pit, but I think he might have just been letting off, trying to move up to the top side and maybe get a push there. Or maybe they're trying to conserve fuel. I don't know. Side by side here for second. The 54 trying to get a push on the 45 here. Rodriguez still sticking to the bottom. He's led those laps since he's took that lead. He's never really looked back. Side by side, the 8 car, massive push by the 45. He's got a massive run. Once again, the 82 falls victim to Daytona's drafting. And new leader, TJ Smith. But not for long as they're coming down into pit road. Looks like we got a couple of cars staying out. That is Delgado. And they are all locking up coming into pit road. And we got a wreck on pit road. Rodriguez and Smith. And we got a wreck. No caution. 45 car is a little bit banged up there. No caution still. Now we have a caution. And the 8 car going the wrong way on pit road. And I thought the single player pit stops were bad. This is even worse. Trying to check the chat to see if we got any reactions here. So I don't know. Are we going to be restarting under? Are we going to be restarting, or is this going to end under yellow? That's my question. We're just going to have to see how it all pans out. I think we'll be okay starting under green. It might be 2 laps to go, but ooh, a green light checkered. I don't know how I feel about that. Right now, I believe it's Delgado that is your current leader. This is such a fun name to say. I don't know why. It reminds me of that German Shepherd from Beverly Hills, Chihuahua. Because his name is Delgado. And these idiots are wrecking under caution. Well, ladies and gentlemen, if this isn't 2015 ARCA to you, then I don't know what to tell you. Even the owner admits that this is pretty much going to be this was going to be a shit show, but surprisingly, it's actually not been that bad. We've actually seen a really good race thus far. A massive green flag run after 3 cautions ain't so bad. I'll take that. I will. I'll take that. So it's Delgado followed by Soup Rice and Bevan. That is your top 3 here as we are under caution for the 4th time today. And the mid-motorsports cars, or mid-racing, I don't know what they call themselves, is going to be trying their damnedest to take out that top 3. But now Delgado and Bevan are going to be taking their stops now, as well as Rodriguez is coming back in. I don't know what he's going. Maybe he's going for fresher tires. It is going to be nice to have. It's going to be nice to have that fresh tire advantage. But at the same time, don't pit if you don't need to. It's not really going to be worth. Sometimes it's not really worth losing those positions. The Italian Stallion, Mingolelli, out of pit road now. Fall behind that Melling Racing car, the 22 of Delgado. Now, that's not going to really matter because Delgado was going to win that race off pit road to begin with because of Mingolelli being 2 down here. 5 down, actually, now. 7 car is going to be placed 8 laps down. The only one left on the lead lap is Winty Wolf. I don't know where the hell he is. So they might just be restarting on the lucky dog here, now that I think about it. So those all 3 mid-racing cars are going to be lined up behind the pace car here. Delgado was scored your leader at the line, but I think that might have changed. I think Oriarte might actually be the leader now. And that pit strategy might work out for them here. We might be restarting under 2 laps to go here. And if this is the final restart, which it probably will be, Mid Motorsports, thank you. If this is the final restart, then you want to get those positions. If caution comes out, you need to race like hell to try and get to that flag. We might see the start of the Season 5 here and under yellow. And who's going to come out on top? Carl Childress, what are you doing, buddy? So we are not restarting this time. We will most likely be restarting with 1 lap to go. So we might have a white flag Just like a one lap dash a 1 lap dash to finish this race, or a 1 lap shootout, whatever it's. This is very interesting. A 1 lap shootout potentially to decide this race. Next flag will not end the race. Okay, the caution okay, there we go. The pace car, the server admins have manually disabled the pace car lights. And the 24 and the 3 are going to try and get themselves cycled back around. Two laps to go. It will be a green, white, checkered finish. In NR and 3 lobbies, I know you can manipulate the lap count mid-race, I believe, with a command, but I don't know if they're going to have overtime or if they're going to just have like a 2003 style thing where it's going to be 40 laps no matter what. I did not ask before the race. I probably should have. And the 69 car has tried to kill himself. I think he's just trying to drop to the back of the pack here, but they need to get lined up because that pace car is about ready to make a turn here. That 82 car, what is he doing? Green flag, back in the air, 2 to go here at Daytona. A green, white, checkered finish here at Daytona. Bill Parker out in the lead. It always feels so slow when they restart coming through these corners, even in real life. Right, because they are. On the back straightaway, Rodriguez. Noticeably faster car here. He's going to try and get up to that front pack. 3 miles to approximately 3 miles to go. Trouble! 8th around! Hard hit in the back! The 54 race into the line. Caution's not out. They're still green. 1 lap to go. White flag in the air. Phil Parker in the lead now, followed by the 45 of Bevan. Rodriguez has made his way into 3rd place. In behind them, there's that number 3 car, that 88 car of Carl Childress. Delgado in behind them. 45, dropping to the bottom. It'll be mayhem. Trouble! He turns the 54. 45's around, he collects Carl Childress. Hard hit for Childress and another hard hit for the 45. Rodriguez in the lead. He's got a major gap over the 22 car Delgado. Coming off turn number 4, entering the trioval. Dominguez to the inside. Rodriguez is gonna win the Daytona 500. Devani Rodriguez, your Daytona 500 winner. And that was a heck of a run on the back straightaway. And unfortunately, the days of Carl Childress and the 45 of Bevan, I chose him to win this race. And the 54, his day comes to a close, and that is not the way he wanted. Gets absolutely hooked coming down the back straightaway. Carl Childress is an innocent bystander and all that. Hard hit for both drivers there. Let's go on board here with the 54 here, see what he saw. Man, that was something else. I want to see Dominguez's point of view here. Or sorry, I keep saying Dominguez. I mean Rodriguez. I'm very sorry, guys. Wow. Rodriguez almost got taken out and all that. That's the interesting thing there. One more view. We're gonna take a look at it. We're gonna take a look at it from Carl Childress' point of view. Man, what a hard lick for everybody involved. And Rodriguez doing donuts here on the start-finish line. He is a Daytona 500 champion. Burn it down, buddy. Burn it down. And, well, as for all of us here at the Prodigy Racing Network, congratulations to the man, Rodriguez. Jason Avery getting 4th place, so I guess his race didn't end so badly after all here. I'd like to thank everybody who tuned in to today's race, and we will be back probably next Friday. Actually, hold on. We have the schedule here. We have the schedule. Just give me 1 second. Man, what a race. And I'm sweating. I am sweating. Spreadsheet. There we go. Next race, I think, will be next Friday. It'll be at Atlanta Motor Speedway for the Folds of Honor 400. That'll be right here at, right here on Prodigy Racing Network. You'll be able to catch that. After that is going to be Phoenix for the O'Reilly Auto Parts 400, followed by the California 400 at the Auto Club Speedway. All of that will be here on the Prodigy Racing Network, the official home of the Dualshock Racing Association. We hope you enjoyed today's broadcast. I sure as hell did. Coming up tomorrow here on the Prodigy Racing Network, we'll resume to our original programming as the Harley-Davidson 200 for the Budweiser All-Star Series. Premieres tomorrow. That'll be at the Milwaukee Mile. That is one of our original offline series. And that will be live tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern. I'd like to thank everybody for tuning into today's race. I hope you have an amazing day, and we will see you all tomorrow.